SEO Company Near Me. You've probably typed this in at some point to see what companies are near or around your business. Or if you're an SEO agency, you've thought, do I show up when people search for this? So today, this video, I'm going to be talking about just the quick pros and cons of hiring an SEO company near you. Let's first talk about the pros. Number one, they're going to be in the same time zone as you. So this may sound like not that big a deal, but even if you have a company that's say out of New York and you're in California, you have to deal with a solid 3-hour time difference, let alone if it's an international company. You're going to have to wait till the next day to get answers to most of your questions. So that can actually pose a little bit of a problem over time. All right, the next thing would be ease of meeting. So if someone is in the same city, you're easily going to be able to set up a Google Meet and hop on a call right there with them, but you can also meet in person. So obviously that makes it a lot easier. If you want them to be able to come over, look at your business, maybe take some pictures for your Google business listing, anything local that you would need, having that person there in the same city is obviously a huge benefit. And then the last one is understanding your market. So essentially, if you have an SEO company who is in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and you're in Fort Lauderdale, they're going to understand if the market is up or down. They're going to understand everything from people being upset if the local football team has lost the season or whatever. So they're going to be really dialed into what's going on locally, and that can actually help quite a bit with your marketing. Okay, so let's talk about the cons now of hiring locally. So number one, you're going to have a limited number of qualified companies. So no matter the size of your city, I would imagine if you're in a very large city like New York or LA, this isn't going to be a problem, but many other cities with 500,000 or less people, the number of qualified SEO companies is going to be very small. And so you're not going to have a huge amount to work with, and you're going to have to just deal with what they can and can't do for you. The next one is you're going to have to deal with a lot of large companies that are nationwide setting up landing pages for your city. And you see this a lot for companies that are selling things like metal buildings and windows. They set up pages to look like they're in your city. You call, you get routed to a main number out of New York or somewhere, and then you end up talking to somebody, and it's just a complete waste of your time. And so a big con is that even if you're trying to find someone local, you're more than likely going to end up finding a larger company anyway. All right, the next con of working with somebody locally is that a lot of these companies are going to be a lot smaller, so they may not have the bandwidth to handle your project. Depending on the size of your company, you may need quite a bit handled from ad management, SEO, web design, custom development, etc. And some of these smaller companies just don't have the team to do it. In fact, a lot of them are only one-man shows or one-woman shows. Going locally, one con is that you're going to be limited to just whoever you have, including whatever that company can actually handle. Okay, the last one is that you're going to have to deal with all of your competitors wanting to use the same SEO company, which means there'll be a conflict of interest, and a lot of these SEO companies don't want to have to only work with one customer in that niche because that really severely limits them from being able to grow. And so you're going to have to try to find a company that does not also service your competitor, which can be very hard to do. All right, so these are the pros and cons of working with an SEO company near you. I hope it's helped if you're thinking about hiring someone. I know it's not an easy choice. I would recommend that you look at the reviews of any company that you're thinking of using, see what the customers say, make sure that they're reliable, that they have a good reputation online. Of course, you can always reach out to us here at Raptor. We would love to give you a quote for SEO. And otherwise, best of luck.